Hi, everybody. Jennifer here, and I am with Kim Mensch today. Kim is the real life parent guide, and Kim had a question for me. How do I increase my Facebook group engagement? Kim, this is probably the most asked question that I get. So, first of all, tell us about you, Kim, and your real life parent guide business.
Okay, so I work exclusively with women who have kids in middle school, high school, and young adult. So I would say between the ages of 12 and 24. And I have my main focus is a 7-module course that I developed called Becoming Me While Raising You, A Mother's Journey to Self. And so I work with women who are willing to work on themselves because I believe that moms are the emotional barometers in their families. I've been in business about 5 years and just left my job to do this full time. I also do a lot of public speaking on parenting adolescents. So that's me.
Yeah, and you are such a hard worker. I mean, I see you in interviews, podcasts, Clubhouse, you're everywhere. So
It's
you're
true.
really supporting parents in a lot of wonderful ways and also networking with other parent coaches, which is beautiful. So let's dive into your question. If you are okay, I'm going to share the screen and we're going to look at your Facebook group.
Okay.
Here's the first thing I noticed though. You would be really shocked at how many people try and click on this image. And what I would love to see is that you have a link here to something that the parents in your group can download. Does that make sense? So when you look at this on your screen, in this space right here, it will say edit description. Mm-hmm. And you can click on that and you can add in, grab my free download of, I'm sure you have like an offer that you give out, like a freebie.
Okay.
So add that in and add the hyperlink.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because it's really surprising, like people click on this and they want to know more, but what they see is nothing here. So that's just one way.
That. Yeah. Okay. That's great.
Has nothing to do with engagement. I would not know that. That has nothing to do with the Facebook group engagement, but it does have to do with bringing people from your group onto your email list, which I highly recommend so that you can start building that relationship with the people from your group. You can send them monthly emails. You can connect with them if you have a launch coming up, perhaps your book that's coming out. You always want to be driving people to your email list.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so then the next place that I would put that is right here in the About section. I would make sure that you have a hyperlink to that offer. Again, bringing them to a landing page where they give you their name and their email in exchange for something that they need right now.
Okay.
I really have to say, I love that it's targeted to your area. Because if people, like if Flomo is usually what people are typing in to find things locally, then your Facebook group is going to come up. So look at the words. If they're not typing in Flomo, like do you use Flomo when you're typing in?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just something people around here, we're like from Flomo. Because Flower Mound is just too long to say. So it's kind of, the people who live here know it as slang. I don't want slang. I don't know if that would be a slang term, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So there are other Facebook groups that say Flomo in them.
All right. Well, then that is great. And I love the description in the About section. It really tells us what the group is about. You're really specific, like kids ages 10 plus. That's very specific. I love it. Okay, so I already joined your group, but when I came to your page, it asked me 3 questions. And I want to talk about those 3 questions if I remember them correctly. The first one was, just remind me, Kim, what the 3 questions were. We'll go through. Like, are you from the area? What's your
Yes,
biggest
I'm
challenge?
sure. I'm sure that was the first question. Do you have kids? Probably. Are you from Flower Mound? Do you have children between the ages of 10 and 25? I think that's the only two. I don't know if there were three questions. I
Okay.
used to ask someone when I started taking over the admin of this. There's a real estate agent who has a really big page called Parents or Moms, Flower Mound Moms, and she told me I should ask what people do, what their profession is, as a question, because she didn't want like I might not want a therapist on here or something, or someone to
Mhm.
like. So, but I ended up taking that question off. I don't know. So I think it's only two.
Okay. That's interesting that you bring that up because it's something I do want to talk about, the other
Okay.
coaches that you have on your page. But before we get to that, the 3 questions, if you do not have 3 already, the third one um, could be, and this is optional, would you like to receive my, and what, tell us what an offer would be that you have right now that you give out for free, Kim.
A monthly newsletter.
Okay, do you have another like uh, top 10 reasons why or a checklist?
No, but I could come up with that pretty quick. What you're
Okay,
saying is that's what it needs to be, because
well,
I want to capture their email.
you do. And newsletters, sign up for my newsletter. People, it's not specific enough. People don't know why they would sign up yet. They're just getting to know you, they're just coming into your group. They haven't been in your group yet. So a lot of people will be hesitant to give out their name and email for a monthly newsletter or weekly newsletter, but they would be more apt to give out their name and email for something more specific. The people coming to your group are from Flower Mound already. The kids are over 10, so 10 to 25, if that's one of the questions. Um, what is it that they really need? Why are they coming to your group?
I think they're curious to see what's inside, first of all. I think that's just people's curiosity. Second, I would say they're looking for parenting advice, but my thinking is that they are also very guarded as to what they put out there, like what they would put on here. I think they come here because I share articles that aren't just my own, but are popular in other larger parenting forums. Like, I don't know why else.
Okay. So we're going to get to that too, and we're going to figure out why they are there because that might help with your group engagement.
Good.
So I choose
Yeah, I don't know
something.
why they're there.
I choose a topic then, top 10 reasons or top 10 ways to connect with your
Okay.
team right now. I would choose
Okay.
something specific and you can, this is kind of trial and error. You can try out different offers,
Well, since
but
I don't have anything, I think the top 10 things, to connect with your teen would be, and I could even use like local attractions that, take them to, I can't remember the name of it at the moment. We have a new ice cream place, Handled Ice
mm,
Cream, on a Sunday afternoon, whatever, so I could use, they don't all have to be local places, but I could make it specific by adding some attractions that are in our town.
yeah, that'd be perfect then. 10 things to do with your teen in flow mode today. That'd be perfect. And so you're always leading them then to give you their name and email. So that third question would be, would you like to receive the 10 things you can do with your teens in flow mode today? Print off. It's going to lead
And
them to
talk.
your landing page. They're going to give you their name and their email. And this is the goal, to get their name and email on your email list so you can start cultivating that relationship. Okay, so engagement is an issue. So I want you to think about your group as your own dinner party. So you're inviting people to your dinner party, and the communication that happens is really all on you, especially at the beginning. Think about being the host of a party. You let people know when to eat, right? You serve the food, you start the conversation, and then hopefully the conversation flows after that. But just imagine getting to your dinner party and people don't know what to do. So the number one thing that I would love for you to do is look at how you onboard people into your group. Do you normally welcome them when they join your group?
I think because I switched it at one point, so I don't know when new people join. I don't know that. Okay. They automatically get brought in if they answer the question. So I need to probably go back to my having to approve them. So I know a little bit more about them, and B, so I know when people are joining the group. Because I do know there was a time at which you said like once a week or whatever, welcome those new people. And when I flipped that switch, I lost that ability to have, unless you can show me on here where it is, I couldn't find it, like it went away.
I can show you where it is. Okay, so this bar right here, where it says members, you would click on members, and for you, when you look at it, because you're the admin, it's going to show you here how many new members.
Okay.
And then it will say welcome post. You click on it, and it actually puts those names into a post.
Okay. Yeah, I did that for a while, and then I don't know, I thought it went, but now I know, and I can go back to doing that.
So I would put it, so here's what I do in mine. Every Sunday, I do a Sunday share and a welcome post, and I welcome all the new members. And then it gives them an opportunity to share their links, to talk about themselves, toot their own horn, share something that's going on with them, but also feel welcomed into the group. So I would put on your calendar one day a week, and this only takes a few minutes. You can even create a template of a welcome to our new members, and then what you want to tell them. So part of the onboarding process is like, if this is your dinner party, you're going to want to show them where the dining room is. You're going to, have them get a glass of wine, relax. You're going to tell them what to do. Same thing as in your group, you need to tell them what to do. So in the welcome post, share, do you want them to talk about what's happening in their lives, share information about their family, whatever that is, you need to tell them. Introduce yourself, share, and you decide what that is that they share. And then you're going to want to tell them what to do next. So in my groups, I say, if you have a specific question about parenting your child that's between 10 and 25, start a new post. So you're guiding them. They're now at the dinner table. You've given them their glass of wine. It's time to eat. So you want to also give them the next step. They've introduced themselves. They know they can share a concern or problem by starting a new post. And then I would also add a hyperlink for them to find your landing page and access your free download again. It doesn't hurt to put it in another spot. So just kind of leading them and getting the onboarding process organized.
Okay, so this free thing that I'm going to offer, would it be the same in the cover photo that I'm going to add in the description, as same as in the about? Then I'm guessing it would be a different one when they answer the question and I ask them specifically if they want this printable, this 10 things to do with your kid and flower mound thing. And then in this welcome post, would it be the same as the other two places, or would it be another different free thing?
To begin with, make one of them, because if you don't have any right now, I don't want you to get overwhelmed with creating a whole bunch of offers. So for now, do one, and eventually you'll want to, and remember, these are new people coming into your group. So even if they didn't put their email in, because you can't force them to put their email in when you ask those questions, you have to say optional for that. They may not have at the beginning, but now they're in your group. And now you're giving them a warm welcome. They've looked around, they know what it's about. Okay, I want this now. So for you, number one, start with one offer. And then down the road, think about creating other offers depending on how well this is working.
Gotcha. Okay.
So in your calendar, I would set one day. So I do Sunday mornings. It works for me. I would choose one day that you're consistently welcoming the new members. And then telling them what they need to do in the welcome. And then I would choose another day that you can consistently add something. And I'm going to get to what I think that should be for your group because you already have so many in your group.
Okay.
When I scrolled through, I saw a lot of other people promoting themselves. If the intention is just to share information, that's great. But if this is part of your funnel, you want to bring people into your coaching business and you want to work with them, then I would look at who else is sharing in the group. Because if you want the focus to be on this is your business, you want them to know, like, trust you, hire you one-to-one, or join one of your groups. It almost gets confusing when you have other coaches in there. When I looked through, it was confusing for me because, well, first of all, I knew it was your group. And I wondered why you were promoting other coaches inside your group when the intention would be that you would be working with these parents. But if your intention is just to be kind of like a local info site, then that's different.
So what do you do? So how do I, if I want to shift this, Jennifer, and I've already had some of this going on, not much, but some, how do I stop that?
Well, there's a number of ways to do it. So if it's in your rules, first of all, that no one can share links to outside businesses, it's in your rules. I would go to your friends because these are your friends that are posting in there. And if you decide you want to change it, I would say, I'm changing the format of my group and I'm using this as a lead magnet into my funnel so that I get people working one-to-one with me. I still value your participation in the group. Maybe we could do an interview together. So you're both talking about what you do. If what Kristen does is very unique and different than what you do, there's value there in doing something together. I always strongly encourage any coach to collaborate with others because it really increases your audience as well, because hopefully Kristen would then share that into her groups. So just being honest with them, hey, I'm going in this direction. I still want you to be a part of it in this way. And then just being super clear. The more clear you can be with people, the better. Brené Brown says clear is kind. So instead of like removing this post because it doesn't fit in with my goals anymore, just be upfront and talk to them.
Okay.
So the other thing I noticed is that when you have people in here commenting, this is just one of them. I'm looking for a desktop publishing designer.
I'm not sure why that, I'm not sure why that's even on there, to be honest with you.
It has nothing to do with parenting, but it is someone from the area. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is a great opportunity for you to hop in. And I think any engagement in your group at this point, but like you get to set the tone. So you could hop in and say, hey, this is kind of outside the realm of the group. We're here to talk about parenting, but I do know someone that I can refer you to. So just still being helpful, but reminding them of the purpose of the group. It's your
Gotcha.
party, remember. If someone's telling dirty jokes at the end of the table and you don't want that energy around your dinner table, you get to say, you know, that might be funny, but not appropriate.
Well,
So,
and I think, to be honest with you, first of all, I don't always know that somebody's posted something and maybe I need to change some kind of setting
okay.
for approval, like to have things. I mean, that to me, that just makes sense. If I go in and make sure that all posts are approved, and maybe you can show me that quick, I
Mhm.
would be, I could change that so that that wouldn't even happen.
Okay, so that's in your settings. You would click here on the three dots and it would say group settings. You can change it where they're
Wait,
not
where are you?
automatically approved right here.
You're getting, hold on. Oh, okay.
Can you see that?
Okay. Okay, good. All right. Yep.
The other thing, if you are not getting notifications, all of them from your group, also in that spot, do you see where it says manage notifications?
Yes, yes.
I'm just going to click on it and show you, because here's what I want you to tell everyone that comes into the group as well. This might be a post you could do. Have them click on all posts. And you make sure you're clicking on all posts as well so that you see everything.
Okay.
Does that make sense? You can
Yep.
grab a screenshot of that and share it as a post. Does that make sense?
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, I'll go in and make those changes.
That's wonderful. So engagement, the easiest way to get people engaged is asking them questions about themselves. People love to brag about themselves or their kids. And to start off, the easiest way to do that is to add a poll. And I saw that you had a poll in here.
I did. I may have, I think I did. I went in there this morning. I don't think I took it down, but I asked them how they most wanted their information. Did they want articles? Did they want videos? I thought it was near the top, but
yeah, I thought so
not.
too, and I don't see it now.
So I gave them like a couple of options, and videos seem to be the biggest of the poll. That was like one of the questions that they would answer when coming in. So to be honest with you, I mean, just because, hey, I'm learning here and I know you're teaching others, I believe video was the biggest thing. And it's been a while since I've gone in and done a live video or even put in, something that I've done on Zoom that I can just pop in here. So what I should probably do, I'm guessing you're going to tell me this, but what I should maybe do is at least once a week, do a short video. A live, I'm guessing you're going to tell me would be better than doing a Zoom and throwing it on here. So maybe every Monday evening, I add some 5 minutes. I don't want it to be too long, but certainly I could once a week jump in and do a live.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to tell me?
It is. You already know all this. Yes.
Well, now that I'm really focusing on this with you, everything, first of all, I never would have guessed some of the little things that you've told me along the way here. And it just, because I'm actually concentrating on it,
yeah.
I know they've said videos, and I used to do it once in a while. And and God knows I'm in front of the thing, my computer all the time. So if I just do a quick 5-minute live, I'm guessing live is better because I might get some people coming in and engaging with me.
Love it.
Rather than just taping it on Zoom and then adding it here.
I love it. I love it. So if you can schedule that where you're always going in, and you are so great with video and you know your stuff, so you can go in and talk about anything. Like you don't have to prepare. You could probably just turn the camera on and do it right now. One thing to remember with your video though, is that you always want to be telling them what to do next. So you're not going in and saying, just here's some great information. Okay, have a great day. Goodbye. You always want to be leading them somewhere, a call to action, like comment below, tell me your biggest challenge. Does this resonate with you? Is like, what do you need right now? You're asking them questions to engage, but then, okay, on this topic, I have a great article on my site. Here's the link.
Okay.
Okay. So just remember, anything you do, they have to know what to do next.
Okay.
And then if they are commenting, this is the engagement part. It goes both ways. So if you're at the dinner table and you ask someone a question, so tell me, what do you challenge with today? Like, what's your biggest struggle today with being a parent? And they come back to you and they pour their heart out and they tell you what's going on. And then you just sit there and stare at them. You wouldn't do that at a dinner party, would you? You would say something back. So remember that in your group, that if they are putting any comment whatsoever, you are liking it, loving it, and then commenting, responding back. These are the people that could be your potential clients. And the more that you engage with them, the more they're going to engage back.
Okay.
I have an article I'm going to share with you on my site that has questions you can ask to increase engagement.
Awesome.
You could do that in your weekly video, or you could do it another day, whatever you want to do. But I'll share that link here.
Great.
Here's another thought. And I know you're busy, and I know this might be above what you have time to do right now. But if you want to bring these people in quicker into knowing, liking, and trusting you, you could also do a personal video or voice message to welcome them. This is a personal DM that you are saying, hey, let's see I'm the last person that joined your group. So, hey, Jennifer, I'm so glad you joined the group. Come on in and introduce yourself, or, let me know what you want me to do next. I'd love to hear what is going on in your family right now. How can I support you? Or, what's your biggest challenge right now? Or direct them to a place on your page.
Okay.
Which leads me, so that's kind of up-leveling. That's like, if you've got people coming into your group all the time, it's going to take some time, but it's so important to build connection, because parent coaching is such an intimate relationship that you have to build up that know, like, trust factor with them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
One of the other things that you could start using is this area here, which is popular topics. So let's say they answer a question when they're coming in and they say their biggest challenge is connection. Their teens won't talk to them. Then you could direct them right here to popular topics that could be labeled connection. So do you know how to put topics on your posts?
I don't.
Okay, so these 3 dots here.
Okay.
When you click on it, you will see add post topic.
Okay, and it will just automatically also be compartmentalized into that category?
So if you right now clicked on add post topic, which is in here, and you put connection, then, and every time you talked about connection, your members could come in, click on connection, and get right to all those posts. Do You see how nice that would be for them?
Yeah. Yeah. If they were looking, yeah, for a specific topic on, yeah, that would, I could see where that would be.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to grow your group, then I'm sure you have a business page. Is that right, Kim?
I do. Yes.
And you have a personal page on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do the same thing on those pages. You can link from the cover. You can also connect the group to the page.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it will be groups. It might just say groups along this line here when you're on your business page, and link group.
Okay.
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 One thing I see a lot of people.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video.
I see a lot of people missing an opportunity to connect with potential clients from their personal page and business page because they're not utilizing the about section. So the last tip I have for you is to go into your personal page on Facebook and your business page and make sure that your group is attached and that you have everything in there so people can find you. So you can add your website, you can add a number of different links there and descriptions.
Okay. Great. You gave me so much here. Like, clearly, I went into this call thinking, I'm doing everything I can possibly do. I don't understand why there's not enough not any engagement. But to me, my impression of engagement is commenting. And so clearly, I think what I'm hearing is that I need to not just be posting things, but be the host of the party and do better at getting a call of action and leading them to what I'm looking for them to do. And then also offering some other ways for them to connect with me and to get immediate, through free offers, to get at least one immediate useful thing that they can have, like right then. Mm-hmm. And I like the idea of like top 10 things you can do to connect with your parents or connect with your teenagers in Flower Mound today, like, or something to that effect, that I make it like, because it's a local group, that I make it like that.
Yes. The other thing is, when you mentioned you're not sure really what they're in the group for or what they want, always be asking them. So don't forget that. That's probably the best advice in anything that we do anywhere, like whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, on a like email list, you're always asking them what they need. And to start off, a poll is easy because it doesn't take a lot of energy for them to click on a poll, but then mix it up and just really listen to what they need. That could be an opportunity for you in a welcome voice message or a welcome video that you're just DMing to them to say, tell me what you need. I'd love to be able to support you. You know, just reply back and tell me what you need right now. Okay. And really listen to what they're saying. And then when you create the next offer, now knowing what they need, you're going to use the words that they've told you. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're not saying connection to my teen. Maybe they're saying my teen won't come out of his room. And then you create an offer, 10 ways to get your teen out of their room.
Come out of the room. Gotcha.
So just really listening to what they need and continuing to make sure that they're getting what they need in the group, connecting with them, and being the host of the party.
Gotcha. Thank you for helping me reframe the job of just being an admin to hosting a party.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I love it. That's very helpful.
Thank you so much. Is there any other questions you have about your Facebook group engagement?
Not at the moment. Maybe I'll go in and do all the things you've told me to do. And then if I'm still struggling, we can do a 2.0 version.
I would love that. You can watch your insights as well. So check your insights, what's getting the most engagement, and just keep going down that path. When you get engagement with a line of questioning, you keep going down that path, giving people what they want.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you so much.